Morning. Hi, everybody. Welcome back to Sarah's Favorite Things. This is my second video. Sorry, my thing is shaking a lot. My second video talking about some of my favorite things, especially related to self-care. So I don't know if I've mentioned this before. I might have, my brain's sometimes forget things lately, but I was introduced to this whole idea of self-care when I began working at Comtree as a school liaison therapist, and that was back in 2017 to 2021. Yeah, 2017 to 2021. So I know the pandemic has made like my last several years just scrunched together. So I had left my job at that time before I was at Comtree because I was burnt out. I was burnt out pretty much in every aspect of my life. There were times I was probably working like 50, 60 hours a week, and I was dropping off kids in the morning, picking them up, running them to things in the evenings, and then I'd come home and, trying to keep up with all the things in the house. And then I would have files that I would be working on for my job that I had already been there from probably 7:45 to 5:30, almost every single day of the week, at least, sometimes even later, like 6. I was beyond burnt out. I felt not appreciated. Just so much was on my plate. My kids were very, very young, and it was not good for any of us. So I made the decision to leave. And for the first time ever in my life, I had heard about this thing of self-care when I was at Comtree. And it's basically, from the mental health standpoint, we were told that you can't be a good therapist if you are overwhelmed and stretching yourself too thin, which is true. We give out a lot of energy of our emotion in therapy. So what some people don't understand, a lot of therapy happens in the session because of the relationship between the therapist and the client. And so an experienced therapist understands that the environment itself can create healing. So I give off, and my environment gives off, that sense of self-regulation and balance. And therefore, then my client that I'm working with is able to take advantage of that and learn from that environment. So it does take a lot of energy out of a person if you can do that well. So this whole idea of self-care, I'm like, what are people talking about? I'd never heard of mindfulness, and then I'm introduced to things with trauma and how that affects the brain and just, kids and how they regulate. So I learned quite a bit when I was at Comtree, just how to be a better therapist, how to be a better human because of their self-care and, self-compassion, self-love, these teachings and trainings that they encouraged. So today, one of my self-care is all about mindfulness and spirituality. And these are all free. So I know with like the Juice Plus, it is pricey. It's an investment in your overall health long term. But there are things out there too that you can do for your mental and spiritual health, because there's lots of different ways that we can be bringing in self-care. There's lots of different areas of our lives. So we have social self-care, we have spiritual, mindful self-care, we have, physical self-care. So today is all about the spiritual and mindfulness. They're kind of all tied into each other. Types of self-care that I really love. And all of these are free. So for a really long time, and I'm going to post pictures along with my video, I have used the free Bible app. So I have grown up in Christian faith, and I do draw a lot on my relationship with Christ and just getting inspiration and getting just help and support through scripture. And with this Bible app, if that's something that is interesting to you, if it's something that's meaningful to you, if not, that's okay. That's fine. But the Bible app sends me a daily scripture. So I have it pop up on my watch because it's in my watch apps. But then I also can go on to the Bible app, and it will give me a little guided daily scripture reflection. So sometimes when I'm in the rush of the day and I'm not really thinking about that, I'm just kind of caught up in whatever, all of a sudden I'll get this notification on my watch, bing, and I'll look down and it's like, oh, I need to take a moment and read this scripture and get some inspiration. What's God trying to tell me today? How can I just take a moment to breathe and reflect in his love and his support and kindness? And so that has been something I've done for years and years and years. The Bible app also has a lot of other features on there. Again, it's all free. They have tons of reading plans. They have a lot of specific plans for like depression, grief, anxiety. It's very, very specialized. So if there's certain things that you want help with, they'll give you reading plans and guidance through that app. And then another app that is a little bit newer to me is called the Abide app. I actually really, really, really like this one because it combines a small scripture with, if you do the free Abide app, it's a 2 to 3 minute mindful meditation. And it has sound, like calming water sounds. It has pictures that you can choose for your background. And it helps you to get into this mindset of breathing and being calm and, just taking a moment and reflecting. You can do it anywhere. It's super easy. It's 2 to 3 minutes. You can go on to the app and pick out what you want. You can actually purchase it if you want. I believe it's $40 for 1 year. They'll give you a free trial as well, like for several months. And it'll give you even longer meditation, like 10, 15-minute meditations. I really honestly just enjoy the very short ones, that are free. It's very inspirational. It gives me a pickup, sometimes when I'm just tired and down, I just need something to get me through and clear my mind. The thing about mindfulness is research shows that it does change the brain. And it doesn't change the brain in a bad way. It changes it in a way that we can be more resilient, and it changes it in a growth mindset way. So it's very positive. So that has been really helpful to me in finding just some ground and some daily inspiration. So those are those two things that are free. And then the next thing that I want to show you is it's mindful.org, and I have it pulled up on my laptop. I've been using this website for several years. I refer it to any and everybody that I can. There are very massive and valuable resources on this website. I also right now am signed up through Mindful because I will get like a daily mindfulness email. You can sign up for those. You can purchase their magazine. They have articles on their site. I'm going to flip my well, I don't think I can flip my camera now, can I? I don't think I can. So I'm going to show it to you like this. So you just type in mindful.org and you can see that it gives you all the directions. Like, it will teach you from very small amounts how to meditate, focus, calm, sleep, self-love and compassion. It has things about it, kids and anxiety, and then also you can subscribe to the magazine there. But there are tons of amazing, these are the magazines there, amazing articles. Like if I click here on meditation, there are tons of meditations that you can do. It will talk to you about how and why it's so important. And it will give you, it will give you ways, well, where to go? Little recordings that you can practice. Tips, techniques. You can sign up for their newsletter, which is free right there. But I used to actually use a lot of their guided meditation segments. Let me see if I can find one. I'm having a hard time. Let's see. Here we go. So here they're showing you like a 1-minute meditation that you can just practice, because it does take practice. 10 minutes, 15 minutes, more styles of mindfulness. They teach you how to do, here's a body scan meditation, and there's more and more and more walking meditations. This is all free. Loving kindness meditation. And this is just in the very first article that I clicked on. There's so much more. Here's mindfulness and forgiveness. I mean, it just keeps going on and on. So to keep my video as short as possible, this is one of the greatest resources ever. I'm actually in a conference right now that's completely free, and it's all hosted by mindfulness.org. It's so good. I'm getting ready to hop on here to a session, a training about mindfulness and grief, which, you know, everybody knows I'm a grief specialist. It's, you know, a difficult thing to talk about and work through. So anytime that you can find a mindful moment to help you cope and help you get through your day, it's so valuable. I greatly, greatly, greatly recommend it. And so yeah, if you have any questions, you can leave me a comment. But again, these 3 resources, all free, and they've done just so much for me, and they're definitely part of my daily life and super easy. So, all right, everybody, remember to be mindful, take care of yourself, and I will see you soon.